Hey there, I'm Sierra Bailey with Doers, Shakers, Makers, and I'm back with a Tuesday tip for you. Let's talk about sales. If you have a product, if you have a service, you are selling these items. Even if you say, no, I hate sales, I don't like to do them, you still have to sell in some capacity. One of the best ways that many talented tiny business owners can get attention for their products and explain why people should purchase their products and services is through content marketing. The best part of content marketing is that you are able to fully show your people what the value you are able to offer them is. You are able to absolutely show them, I am solving a problem for you, and here is why. So be it a blog post, a podcast episode, or a video, you have the chance to establish trust with your audience, and you have a chance to describe what the problem is that you're solving and how to solve it. This works with both products and with services. Now, I know if you are a service-based company, you immediately are pulling back a little bit from me right now. And I know this because all my clients do this. They say, no, I can't give it away for free. This is what I charge for. This is how I make money. Well, guess what? You absolutely can give away your best stuff for free. And I'm going to explain to you why. And this works with both products and with services. I have clients that are in both areas, and this advice works great with both of them. And I have had businesses in both areas and have used content marketing to great success for both. It builds trust. It gets people to know, like, and trust you when you not only give them really good content, but you're giving your best stuff away for free. So if you have a product, it would be explaining how that product solves the problem just as much as if you are explaining how your service solves a problem. So you want to identify the problem that your ideal person is having and then explain how you would solve it. But I just used a magic word there, how. Here is the most important part of this. All right, you have your content. What do you give away? You give away the why, the what, and the who, but you charge for the how. So let me explain that a little bit. When you are creating your free content, it can be inspirational. It can talk about results. You can tell stories. Your customers, if your customers are writing them, these are called testimonials. See, this is all starting to make a little bit of sense. You can give your opinion on things. You can give your best thoughts on things. So this is what is creating your free content. On the flip side, what you would charge for is the how. So if it is in the case of a product, your product would be the how. So the product would be the thing that is solving the problem. If you are needing to rip down drywall and there's this special crowbar that does it, you could show an instructional video of how to rip down the drywall, but that crowbar is the technically how that you would need to do it, and that's what you are charging for. So if you are a service provider, you can show the results. You can show the video of the ripping down of the drywall. Maybe you are the person that's going to come rip it down, or maybe you sell an in-depth book, or even better, holding somebody's hand to get through it. All right, so what are the hows? The hows are systems. You have a drywall ripping down system. This is a very weird example. I don't know why I gave that. We're going with it though. So you perhaps have a system of how to rip down drywall effectively so that it's easy to clean up and that you're not all over the place in the room, but it's a systematically thing. So your system would be what you would sell. Templates, not as working in that drywall situation, but if you create templates, the downloads would be something that you would charge for. I'll hold your hand. This is really important in the service industry because often through courses, through worksheets, through downloads, you can offer all of these things for free, but getting the one-on-one from you would be what you would be charging for. customization. Hey, I have to rip down the drywall in a whole house. Can you explain to me how to do that so that I know where to start and where to end? Something like that would be how you charge for it. The training. I'll come in and train you how to rip down the drywall effectively. We don't even have you would come in and rip down the drywall effectively. That too is something that could be on the list. If you are talking about a service that you would provide, that you could even show the DIY of how to do it. But if they didn't want to do it and they instead wanted to pay you to do it, it would be a great way to have that video being free content. And lastly, empowerment. You can do it. I am selling you this crowbar and then I am showing you exactly how you can go through and do it. So I hope you're understanding a little bit that yes, you want to give away your great stuff in the content, but there are still parts of it that you can charge for. And the whole point of what we are providing content for is to solve the problem. So you want to be identifying who your person is, what their problem is, and how you're going to solve it. And then create content that shows that or that talks to that person. It doesn't have to say, hey, you're this person, but the tone and the imaging and everything that you're putting into the branding of that content will speak to the people that you are trying to reach and to show them that you are an expert in this. And this is why they can trust you. And hey, when they see your face or read your words or oh, the big secret of podcasts is that you're in somebody's ear. It makes people feel like they really know you. So it establishes know, like, and trust for you to explain how you know what the problem is for them and you can solve it. And then you charge for the how. Give away that why, what, and who. I hope today's Tuesday tip has maybe inspired you a little bit. My name is Sierra Bailey with Doers, Shakers, Makers. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel or the Facebook page to stay in touch, Ms. Sierra Bailey. And of course, always find me at my website, Ms. Sierra Bailey or DoersShakersMakers.com. They both go to the same site. Have a fantastic week and I'll see you next time for another Tuesday tip.